Good morning, and welcome to worship on the 7th Sunday of Pentecost. We're glad that you're here. I want to welcome any guests this morning, or maybe people who aren't guests but haven't been here in a while. We're just glad that you're here whenever you can come. We have a table in the front by the door with some various little gifts. It keeps growing as people in the congregation are inspired to bring in things that our guests or even members might like to take as a symbol of our thanks for you being here. We also have a guest book that you can sign in. Good morning this morning to any of our online worshipers. We are glad you're with us and hope that wherever you are, you're having a wonderful 4th of July week. This week's educational moment, since we're starting a new month, I'm starting a new theme for this month. Now, last month we talked about why our worship is evangelical or gospel-centered. And this month we're going to talk about why is our worship Lutheran particularly. Particularly this week, we're going to talk about the fact that our worship should be focused on the triune God. I'm grabbing a prop, which is why I'm in my pockets. So the Trinitarian triune God. So people are always looking for an example of how to represent the Trinity. And almost every analogy is a bit flawed. But one of the things that Pastor Teish taught me about was a fidget spinner. I don't know if you've seen these kids' toys. They have 3 arms. So if we think of the Trinity, Lutheran worship should be centered on a God who is the creator of all things and continues to create. So that's the God, the Father. The same God acted in Jesus Christ to save sinners and justify the ungodly, so giving the church both the word and the sacraments. And the same God who sent the Spirit to bring us forth to have faith active in love. So we have the 3 persons of the Trinity, and when they work together, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. When they work together, they're all one. So this is how we can imagine the Trinity. So yes, Lutheran worship should be focused on the triune God. And again, as you go through worship, things might pop out at you like, oh yes, this is focusing on the triune God. Now I will take a moment to begin our worship and read to you the introduction that is at the top of your bulletin. Jesus does great deeds of power and gives his disciples authority over demons. Yet none of this power is unilateral. It all must be received by faith. Jesus asks his disciples to go out without money or supplies so that they will be dependent on how others receive them. When we are sent from the assembly to witness and to heal, we are asked to be vulnerable, to be dependent on reception of others. The Spirit always operates in the between Jesus and his Abba, between Jesus and us, between you and me, between us and those whom we are sent. Now let us begin our worship by preparing our hearts and minds and listening to our prelude.